Hi everyone, as promised, I'm not doing all the work today. I said that I was going to watch a movie, and if I enjoyed it, I was going to do a review. I actually don't have very long to be in here. We have gotten fleas in our house. I do not know where they came from, so the bug man will be here soon to get rid of the problem, so I got to kind of hurry along and do this video. And of course, as you can see, I just had to point this out. I have my Jericho shirt on. I wear it quite often. I love it. Love Way Storm. If you don't know who he is, you really should. He's awesome. So anyway, the movie I decided to watch last night is one I've had for a very long time, and I've not had the opportunity to view it. It is the uncut version, and it is Thriller, A Cruel Picture. This was a movie I was really excited to get. It kind of sucks because when I got it, you can't really see, but there's a crack in the damn box. I was so mad because it wasn't cheap, and I was like, cracking a box after all that? That's, see, there you go. Now you can see it. So it kind of, I'll have to get a different box and put the wrap in it and whatnot. But this is the inside of it. Ta-da! And of course, you have One Eye. They call her One Eye. Got your little booklet, and oh, I better not show the inside of One Eye because she's showing a lot. And, yeah, she's showing it all. So anyway, into the review. It's been a while since I've done one. I'm a bit rusty, except for the House of Horror. So here we go. To start, as I always say, this review will contain spoilers. If you don't want to know anything about the film, I would suggest that you give it a watch if you're so inclined. Again, I always try to impart if I liked a movie or not. I did like this movie, but I just want to say, if you get this version, it is the unrated version, and there are Frank and Beans and hoo-haws and breasts and all of that stuff. It's like 70s porn. So, yeah, if you're averse to that, then I don't know if it's in the cut version, but just as a warning, it's in here. So, okay. And I did like the film, but I just wanted to impart that. So, anyway, here we go. Into the review. Thriller's about a young girl who is actually assaulted when she's a child. And I'm just going to refer to her as One Eye. I'm not going to go into any of all that. You'll see why. I'll actually tell you why she's called One Eye. I'm saying it has a name. It doesn't. But she's a young girl. She's sexually assaulted in a park one day. Due to this, she's mute. She becomes mute. She no longer speaks. Her parents continue as she gets older to send her to therapy lessons. One day she misses the bus when she's supposed to be going to her therapy lesson. A stranger pulls over on the side of the road, offers her a lift. She agrees. He then takes her into town, wine and dines her, and you kind of have to suspend your disbelief a bit because, you know, I kept thinking to myself, okay, weren't you supposed to go to therapy? But anyway, wines, dines, ends up taking her home after he wines and dines her, and once they arrive there, gets her pretty good and heavy drunk, and once she passes out, calls the doctor. Doctor brings in some good stuff, some feel good, shoots her up with heroin, and from that day forward, then you have a progression of him shooting her up and getting her addicted to the drugs. His goal, to make her a prostitute, to make her work for her heroin. So that is essentially what happens. She becomes addicted to heroin. She can't do without it, but she still resents her entrapment, and therein comes her name One Eye, because she actually attacks a client, one of the first clients. You can see her. Boy, look at that. She's a badass. She actually attacks the client, and due to this, you can see it on the box here too, he cuts her eye out with a scalpel. Rumors are that it was a corpse that was actually used. It's not very graphic, just a puncture of the eyeball, but it's still pretty cool. So, you have One Eye. Poor girl. Always got the eye patch on. As she goes, eventually, to revisit her parents, because he has made her write a letter to her parents, her captor, stating that she will never come home. She finds out her parents have passed away. Thus, she begins formulating a plan to get revenge, and this is a revenge, the ultimate revenge flick. She begins taking self-defense classes, gun courses, driving courses, all sorts of things. She begins saving money that she gets from her clients. And when it comes down to the line, and she finally has all the money she needs, and she finally has her vehicle, and she's finally got the weapons stored, it is time to kick some ass. And that is what girl decides to do, and then it is on, like Donkey Kong. I did enjoy Thriller. There were some really good moments in it. The only thing I would say that is a detriment to the film is there are some pretty slow-moving parts. I understand that it's due to the time and when it was filmed. The music is obviously extremely dated, but it's still a fun flick. It is what it is. Again, if you don't like seeing penetration in your in your films, if it bothers you, you probably would want to avoid this one. It is in there. The death scenes, you know, typical kind of cheesy 70s, but still some good stuff, especially when she decides she's going to saw off her shotgun and she's going to tote that around. That's her weapon of choice, and she knows how to wield it. The acting in it is okay. It's not that bad. Obviously, she doesn't speak, so it's a play on her facial expressions. I would say that probably I enjoyed the ending, and I really can't say why because I don't want to ruin it. Although, again, you have to kind of suspend your disbelief because the thing that she uses to get her ultimate revenge, I wondered where it came from, if she bought it as well and had it waiting at the side. Yeah, I don't know, but otherwise, you know, I really enjoyed it. It was a great way to break the bad mood last night. Truly was. So I'm trying to recall who recommended this to me. I want to say it's Cody. It was the Prince Cody. Cody, you know who Cody is. Or Mike, 81 Oak Ridge STF. Love him. It was one of the two of them, I'm fairly certain, who recommended this to me. So thank you. I did enjoy it. I have to, again, leave the house, but I'm hoping I can watch another horror movie. I have decided I have earned a break. I've got a little bit of work I can't push aside I have to do, but otherwise, I'm gonna let my writing slide for a little bit. I know I've got some deadlines, but I'm gonna do fun things. I want to have fun. Thank you all again for your support. Thank you for being so awesome. I hope you enjoyed this review, even though it's been a while since I've done one and it's kind of all over the place. But I will be back with another one hopefully soon. So have a great day. And and one last thing. I'm going to a haunted house this weekend. So I will do as promised. I will record as much as I can, and I'll do a review of that too. Okay, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.